So, as the guys have just said, what makes up a community and why do we hang out in them? Communities are different, okay? My experience of community will not be the same as yours, or yours, or yours. All different, diverse, that's what makes them great. I'm going to spend some time talking you through my journey through communities and tell you why the depth is there and the links. So, I'm a really lucky individual because I grew up and I had a mum and a dad, and I had two brothers, one older, one younger, maybe not so lucky with the brothers. And at some point in that lovely childhood, I had a dog called Rufus, and he was with us for 11 years. So my first community, not by choice, by manufacturer, gave me love and safety and belonging. It was fab. Got a bit older, got bitchy in that community, so I made friends with Andrea. Andrea lived down at number 32. She also had a mum, a dad, two brothers. She had a cat and a rabbit. And all of a sudden, my community became much bigger. It was linked just by a pavement down to number 32, but I had comfort and love and safety and belonging. And me and Andrea, we kept that community together all the way through primary school. We didn't go to the same primary schools, but we always came back to our community. Our community where we could get muddy, we could lose a welly boot, we could come home with bricks in our hair if we wanted to, and all we received was love and belonging and safety. Then we went to big school. Okay, big school's really scary. It's that big building with lots of people in. And you walk through the door and you're like, okay, need to find my community. I picked up a sport, volleyball's my game, and I was actually quite good at it, so that was really helpful. Because our school was really good at that. So my new community became volleyball. It was a good community in the school. I loved being in that community. Some people didn't like our community, that was envy, that was fine. We got really good at volleyball, so then my community gave me safety, love, belonging, reward. Brilliant. In that volleyball career, at a young age, I got into an England squad, amazing. My community grew. It went to Preston, it went to Bradford. Should tell you I'm from Portsmouth, that's where this accent's from, forgot that tiny bit. London, Nottingham, and around the country. And all of a sudden, this little girl from Portsmouth who thought her community was number 9, number 32, and a few people in the team, suddenly had this much bigger community. But what did that community give me? It gave me belonging, it gave me a reward, it gave me success, and then it gave me self-worth. What happens after school? Well, for me, I went down the university route, okay? I'm winning. Because I've already got a community and I turn up and there's a volleyball team and that's my community and I find it and I live in it and I really, really enjoy it. The success isn't as great, but I've made new friends. I get to drink beer because I'm over 18. It's fantastic. Same things. Love, belonging, self-worth, less on the reward side, happiness. At the same time, because I'm a glutton for punishment, decided I'd join the local league team as well and not only just play during the week, but spend all my weekends whizzing up and down the southwest, playing more volleyball. What did that give me? That's given me lifelong friendships. 37 years later, I'm still friends with 3 of them women. One's a grandma, the rest of us all got kids. Some of those kids have left home. So, that community gave me love, belonging, self-worth, friendship. What happened to me next? Well, for some reason, I thought it would be a really, really good idea to go and do a PhD. Oh dear, I turned up in a community. I didn't even know the language. I was in North Wales. The signs didn't make any sense. The woman in the shop asked me something. I had no clue. Where was I going to find my community? There was a manufacturing community for me. It was all the other PhD students, all the other researchers. But I didn't love that research as much as they did. So to cope with my lack of community at that point, my manufactured community, I put in the fun. We'll come to Santa again later. We had fancy dress, we did this, we went to Alton Towers, but did I take any friends away from that period in my life? No. Off I went to work. Can't be a scientist because I don't like that, so what am I going to do? I find a community. I find a community where, as a member of staff, I live with people recovering from drug use and just some people that bring rhythm to the house. I loved it. 2.5 years, it all came back to me. Love, belonging, rhythm, self-worth, value, and service, something that I learned at that point. My best friends from that time in my life, she's the godmother to my daughter. But I did something stupid when I was in London doing that job. I fell in love. And he was from Halifax. So off she goes, further up the country. She's 200 odd miles from home. She's no longer in North Wales. She's not in London. What's she going to do? Well, she stands there for a bit and goes, oh my God, they don't understand me here either. Okay, this one was a bit tough. So I sat. I'm like, okay, got to find my community. So I threw myself into my work. I commuted, I slept, I commuted, I slept, I commuted, I slept, and suddenly I had a baby. Okay, what do I do now? Back comes my community. Got my own little community now. I've got a husband and a baby and me. Bit more. She goes to school. Oh, there's another community there. What's in that community? Can I have a nosy in that community? All parents. I'm not sure if I like those. I'll just come back over here. Right, okay. What are we going to do? I quite like you as a parent. What are you interested in? Football. Can I be the manager, please? Okay, back into a football community with a 5-year-old until she's 10. What have I got back? Self-worth, value, service, belonging. She does a bit of tennis, don't like that community, so I'll stay over here with the football if you don't mind. And she does, what else does she? Hockey. Oh, good Lord, she was a goalkeeper, that cost a lot of money. We'll come away from that one as well. And then when she was 10, her dad took her to a basketball court, and I'm looking and I'm going, that's orange and it bounces. I like little white ones that go up and down in the air. Don't know if I'm going to like this game. Took them a while, but they got me hooked. Backwards and forwards to Leeds, backwards and forwards to Preston, Manchester, summer camps, 200 kids from all over the country. Oh, we've got this professional team. Do you think you can look after them as well? Okay, I'll be team manager. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic 8 years in my life. It gave me sense, belonging, service. It gave me more connections. I now have connections in America. I have connections in Europe. And then one day she goes, Mum, I'm off to Alaska. She's gone, she's left me, my nest is empty. And I'm like, what am I going to do with myself? What am I going to do with myself? I know. When I was little, I had a dog. I'll get one of those. Dogs have communities. Brilliant. So I get this dog, take him for a walk. He doesn't like other dogs. Doesn't like bicycles, doesn't like mobility scooters. He likes a little room. So we do that every morning, and we keep doing that, and I keep walking past this church door, and I keep seeing this face I remember. And I look at it and I go, you're Mary's daughter, aren't you? Yes, I am. Mary, she helped me out when I first came to my jobs in Calderdale, and I had no community. And she's lovely. She's long past. What are you doing? I'm running Mum's charity still. Oh, do more laps around the block. She hooks me in, first of all to peel vegetables, then to do a bit of washing up, and before you know it, I'm Sunday cook, I'm chair of a committee, and yes please, I'm back in a community. Our place is a fantastic community. We have Christmas every week. July, we have it every single week. Michael Bublé, the old carol, lots of Christmas decorations. Christmas is our signature. We also look after people with dementia who've lost everything sometimes. We have people who have lost their parents, their wives. They have no social connection. We have people with learning difficulties that nobody else understands. And what do? We give them love, we give them connection, we give them purpose, we give them self-worth. For me, community is about those things. It's about talking to David, who's got dementia and doesn't understand that the bus doesn't go for 3 hours. So as soon as he arrives, he puts his coat back on and tries to go out the door. 6 months later, he now knows not only does he stay for 3 hours, he has 2 courses for his dinner, and if I don't give him his pudding on time, he's like, excuse me, we've got pudding this week. And we've got Joan. Joan's 94. She remembers being 60. She doesn't remember anything much after that, so she remembers to dance, wear a silly hat, and she loves Christmas. So she fits in fine. We've got Andrew and Simon. Andrew and Simon, they meet each other once a week. You can't get a word in edgeways. because they're bonding inside a safe community provided by our place. We took them out last week for Sunday dinner. Simon sits there and he goes, no one's ever done like anything like this for me before. I cried. So now our place, it's my community, it's safe, I get value, it's rewarding, it's emotional. I have friends. There are volunteers who are my friends. They'll bail me out when I don't have a dog sitter. It's a community. It's a community that built from the passion of a lady called Mary, and it carried on through her daughter called Mel. And it belongs not just to me, it belongs to those volunteers, it belongs to every single person in that room. And we're all brought together. We argue, we fall out, absolutely, but we're all brought together because there's love, belonging, connection, reward. If you read the programme, you see we've won one of those. Emotion. Thank you. I want to ask you one thing before I go. I would like you to spend today thinking about your communities and what they give you. If you don't have a community, what would you like to see in your community? If you have a community and you know someone's outside it, how are you going to bring them into it? And if you know someone who recently lost their community, what can you do for them to replace that?